Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully the stream won't lag, but I want to tell you guys about a story about a couple who is accused of doing something that you really wouldn't expect of a public servant. But I'm going to tell you, you cannot ever let the smooth taste fool you, right? Just because somebody puts a pretty bow on something don't mean that it ain't a pile of crap on the inside. And I'm trying to mark my words. I'm trying to parse my words so I don't cuss as much. But nonetheless, this story comes out of a place called Apopka, Florida, I guess. Apopka? I've never heard of that. But anyway, an Apopka couple are behind bars after they were accused of sexually abusing a child. These idiots that y'all see on my screen right here caused an injury allegedly stitched up with a sewing kit. They caused an injury to a child and they did a stitching, they stitched it up with a home sewing kit at home. And I know y'all think, like, how could these stories really get any more disgusting? In some kind of way, these people continue to keep delivering us stuff that you just would not even believe. The suspect's name, let's go back, let's take a step back, going too fast. This idiot right here, he is Argelio Pupco or Poopco. Let's call him Poop. Can y'all get y'all poop emojis in the chat? We haven't used those in a while. If you have the little brown poo emoji, that's going to be an emoji for this guy, Poopco. So Argelio Poopco, put a poop in the chat if you would, please. He is currently on leave without pay at the Kissimmee Fire Department in Florida. The suspect, Morgan Keene, that chick right there, is a licensed real estate broker. This is going to be good because I took some screenshots of her broker business, which is still on Facebook, which you guys can still look up if you want to find some additional information on this chick. Florida records show that she is a licensed real estate broker. Hashtag not my words. Y'all can blame this on the news station, mynews13.com, because I didn't put it out there, okay? But anyway, cops are alleging that the victims claim that they were trying to teach her how to have a baby. Ouch. I'm going to say that again. And I know that these stories are going to not sit well with some of your sensibilities, but y'all got to understand that these are the realities that these kids are living through. And I just hope that everybody understands that we really need to just be there for the kids. They said that they were trying to teach a child under the age of 12 how to have a baby. Why? I don't even want to know how. I just want to know why. Like, why would they even say something like, why would they even think something like that? You look into their eyes, and it's just sometimes, man, looks can be deceiving. They seem like, I guess they're relatively normal, but they're just anything but that. Let me just give y'all guys some more details before I give my commentary. The suspects are Kissimmee firefighter Argelio Poopco, who was 32 years old. He's 32 years old. Don't tell me they're too young and that they didn't know better. He's 32 years old, and the woman that's in this story as well, the real estate broker, Morgan Keene, is 27 years old. Plenty old enough. Plenty old enough. Let's keep going. Poopco is charged with capital sexual battery. I have never even heard of that. Capital sexual battery of a child under 12 and aggravated child abuse. Keene, who her first name is Morgan Keene, is charged with capital sexual battery of a child under the age of 12 and neglect of a child with great bodily harm. The maximum penalty for someone convicted, I want y'all to hear this, of capital sexual battery of a child under the age of 12 is life in prison. Why is that so significant? Because if you ask me, in my opinion, if they would do something this heinous, this sick, they don't need any other opportunities to go out there and procreate with anybody else, get in a relationship with anybody else, have any further opportunities to sexually abuse any other children. And if you ask me, these people are monsters and they should be locked away like monsters and criminals. Huh? It's just, if you are that poor mentally and make that poor judgment mentally, then I just think that your time on earth is done. Huh? Y'all hear me? I think your time on earth is done. So I hope that they get the maximum penalty based on what they're being charged with, if it's true. They're currently being held with no bond on the most serious charges, which sounds about right. Spectrum News is withholding certain details to protect the alleged victim. So I want y'all to understand the reason why they didn't put the girl's face out there and her name, her age, race, or anything like that. I don't know if it's his daughter, her daughter. We don't know that information. So I want to put that out there early, because she's alive and this could still potentially affect her, which is why they haven't put the further information out there. Okay. Now, Poopco, that guy, go back. Let's go back. Poopco, that guy is under investigation by his own department because he was a firefighter. Yes. Argelio Poopco has been relieved. Poopco and relieved. Okay. Let's get rid of the crap jokes. Poopco has been relieved of his position and is on administrative leave without pay. Good. I like that. Without pay from the Kissimmee Fire Department, pending an administrative review of his case and criminal charges. Assistant Kissimmee manager, I can't pronounce Kissimmee very well. Kissimmee manager Austin D. Blake told Spectrum News. Unfortunately, because we're still looking into his case, he won't be able to provide much more on his status at this time. Records show Poopco and Keene co-own a single-family house in Apopka. Apopka police responded to a disturbance at the home on November the 11th, which was very recent. At one point, the alleged victim, distraught and crying under a table, confided to an unidentified person about the couple making her do, I want to brace you, and I want you guys to brace yourself. I know his name might not be pronounced Poopco, but I'm going to call him Poopco because he looks like a pile of steaming crap. Poopco. Do you get it? Hope you got it. Here's where the details are going to start to get hard to hear. The alleged victim, distraught and crying under a table, confided to an unidentified person about the couple making her do sexual acts that she did not wish to perform, according to a 7-page affidavit for an arrest warrant for Poopco. The victim mentioned that they were trying to teach her how to have a baby, the report alleged. Poopco allegedly attacked the child while Keene was there. I want y'all to understand, that's why she's being charged as well, and maybe even for more than we even know. I don't know if that's the kid's mom or not. I'm not really sure. I don't know. The alleged victim said that she was in pain and she was bleeding. The victim stated that Keene was present when this incident occurred and assisted in cleaning up the blood before ultimately telling the victim to go shower and go to bed. Lord have mercy, boy. Wow. The victim stated the next day that Keene, that woman, let me see if I can get her face back up here, the little girl stated that the next day that woman took her to Target and bought a sewing kit. In a text message obtained by police, Keene told a friend Poopco used the kit to stitch a wound caused by the alleged attack, adding a local anesthetic was not used. Look, man, I'm going to level with you guys. We got a lot of ladies in the chat right now, and if you guys are listening, please click the thumbs up, share the stream, and let other people know that we're sharing this story. But let me say this. We have a lot of ladies in the chat. Y'all know what it is that they were stitching. Y'all know why this little girl was bleeding. Not going to say it in any uncertain terms. But y'all know why. Man, these people definitely need life in prison. Lord have mercy. Anyway, in a text message obtained by the police, the woman, Keen, told a friend that Poopco used a stitching kit, to stitch a wound caused by the alleged attack, adding a local anesthetic was not used. The alleged attack happened in May, though the arrest warrants leave the open possibility of attacks between May the 1st and November the 12th of this month, or last month technically. Both suspects were booked into the Orange County Jail on November the 13th. Poopco also had his bond revoked on 3 other charges in a related case, the November 10th disturbance. Those charges are harassing communication, aggravated battery with great bodily harm, and aggravated battery on a pregnant person. The woman, Keen, told police that she was almost 2 weeks pregnant. Guys, let's talk about this for a moment. Now this woman is trying to claim to be a victim. Let me ask you guys something. Let me ask y'all a real question. If this woman watched this little girl get raped and tortured the way that she did, potentially participated, didn't say anything to the police, is it possible that this woman can also claim to be a victim, even though she was helping perpetrate a crime against a child, against a baby? Is that even possible? And I hate that. I hate how people can abuse somebody, use it as a weapon against somebody, and then turn around, and if something happens to them, and now all of a sudden they feel like they're a victim when the victim is victimizing. Like, I think that's really dumb. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It blows my mind. Talking about she was almost 2 weeks pregnant. She told police that she wanted Poopco out of their house because of physical and mental abuse. That woman. And again, she is on Facebook and she runs a real estate company. So I don't know if y'all done bought a house out there from her, but y'all might want to turn around and rethink your decision to have signed with that woman or whatever the case is, okay? But she claimed that he hit her with an ice bag in October over a social media issue, causing a black eye and partial vision loss. Morgan also alleged that he kicked her in the ribs on November the 4th after finding out that she was pregnant, and also poked her in the stomach with his crutches. It is also noted that Argelio is suffering from a foot injury that requires him to utilize a boot and crutches, the police report added. Morgan described that her husband has put her in emotional fear and distress of her life. And I'm sorry if you ask me, this woman is not a victim. Not for what she allowed to happen to that baby for all of this time, for all of these months, and potentially maybe even for years. This might have been something that's been going on for a long time. We don't know a lot of details. But let me give you guys a fair usage and hope that this thing will work. Let's go. federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Hashtag she's not a victim. Let's get it. Uh-oh, wait. Is that all of my videos? Let me make sure. Hold on. All right. I don't think I was able to find any news videos. I made a mistake there because we got 4 stories that we're talking about. But let me say this. The fact that this was not in the news, this was not in any videos, I didn't see anybody giving any commentary on this. I didn't see anything out there in the news, and for the life of me, I don't understand how something like this can go under the radar. How people aren't outraged about this. Nobody is protesting about this. I guess nobody's pissed off about the fact that this happened to a child under the age of 12 who cannot speak for themselves nor defend themselves against the tyranny of their caretakers. 2 grown adults allowed this to happen, abused this kid, and you know what? I think they both deserve life in prison. And the answer, if she's a victim, is no. She can never be a victim for allowing that to happen for all of those months, potentially maybe even years, whatever it was. Most of y'all have never heard this in the news until we brought it up. So please make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Share this story and let other people know that this is the type of stuff going on out there. You might be looking at this face thinking like, oh, this is a solid person, got a ring on the finger and all of that stuff. But looks can be real deceiving. Just because you think that's a stable person don't mean that they're not doing something real jacked up at home. So I hope that they get the fullest penalty under law for what they are guilty of doing. All right? Again, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel.